Hello, thank you for tuning into our presentation on play, or physical learning activities for youth. For our capstone project, we decided on focusing on increasing physical activity in children, specifically grades K through 12. The main focus of this movement is to shed some more light on this important issue. Some starting statistics must be brought up. As of 2017, more than 12 million U.S. children are obese. And of the statistics listed below, the first one should be the most startling. 13.9% of 2 to 5-year-olds in the U.S. are obese. That's 1 out of every 6 children. Additionally, less than half get the recommended 60 minutes of physical activity, as well as 91% having poor diets. Poor being defined as getting or maintaining less. These problems are further. Therefore, our target audience is the parents and teachers of the individuals you see below you, because they are the ones. As many of us know, health problems can occur in overweight or obese individuals, especially children. Some of these risks include high blood pressure and cholesterol, the most infamous because those are also heart disease risk factors, as well as other problems or illnesses such as asthma, type 2 diabetes, which over 200,000 children under the age of 12 currently have, and as many things that we learn in childhood, obesity. Speaking specifically on physical activity in school, as stated previously, most U.S. children spend 60 to 70% of their day, or 6 or 7 hours, at school. Unfortunately, with current budgetary cutbacks, schools have reduced recess time in favor of academic instruction. We see this especially as kids age, getting closer to that 12th grade and even beyond. Several studies have shown significant benefits of physical activity, specifically on academics. Students who are physically active have shown to improve their grades, overall performance, their attendance, their overall behavior, as well as other cognitive factors such as memory, concentration, and participation. As stated before, we're focusing on physical activity within the classroom. So we wanted to define this as any physical activity performed in the classroom during the school day. This activity or bout of exercise can last from 5 to 15 minutes. It can be done all at once or broken up throughout the day. Some benefits that can be seen from this include overall physical health, improved attention, behavior, as well as test scores. Some fun examples we found of physical activity within the classroom are children or childhood yoga, some jumping jacks or calisthenics, or incorporating physical activity or movement just in general to any type of song or dance seems to really draw the kids' attention. So what behavior are we trying to change? We are trying to increase physical activity in classrooms for children K through 12 via increased parent education and educator awareness. So how might the 4 Ps apply to our campaign? Well, the product is simple. Increase classroom physical activity, whether it's the small bouts throughout the day or one long duration at one point of time. The price, again, fairly simple. Cost of any supplies, whether it be materials and exercise activities for the children or any type of educational materials for the parents and teachers on how to deliver that physical activity. Promotion, that's where we come in. Through our campaign, as well as additional overall statistics in talking about childhood obesity, risk factors, and the need for change. Place, this is any school, daycare, or homeschool system where childhood obesity and the lack of physical activity may come into play. So as we know, the current problem is the obesity epidemic in children, but here are some current solutions that aren't truly coming up to task. We can break it down into 2 things: improper diet and the lack of physical activity. the latter of which we are focusing on. Under each category, you will see two different types of movements trying to target each aspect of this epidemic. We will go into those further. The National School Lunch Program, or NSLP, is an after-school program in both private and public schools providing discount, affordable, or sometimes even free, healthy, low-cost meals to children. This program has been around for over a decade and does its best at supplying a healthy diet. However, as many of us are aware, healthier foods come with a higher cost, where many schools are unwilling or unable to pay for those costs. The Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act is a joint bill on top of the Child Nutrition Act. This bill or act simply targets the healthy foods and snacks currently within schools and working on improving them throughout the schools already implementing the program, as well as starting the program within schools that are lacking. The Comprehensive School Physical Activity Program, or CSPAP, is something that we found we almost directly work with in terms of our capstone project. This program already advocates 60 minutes a day for childhood physical activity within the school. As you can see, there's many different aspects to within those 60 minutes. Some areas of which we've touched on, including the staff involvement, physical activity before and after school, as well as physical activity during school. The Let's Move campaign is by far one of the most popular campaigns that we came across. It was started by Michelle Obama while her husband was still in office, and it is a comprehensive initiative to solve the childhood obesity epidemic, thus providing an opportunity for overweight children today to live a healthier life for tomorrow. Our solution is simple. Increase physical activity in schools. By making physical activity in classroom lesson plans one and the same, we provide an overall greater experience for our children and a more effective learning environment. This can be simply as done as incorporating lessons as more interactive, keeping the kids involved, keeping them moving, basically increasing their physical activity. By increasing their physical activity, we can even just incorporate activities such as recess, which we all know and love, but also some sports clubs or sports-specific activities such as after-school programs, football, baseball, soccer, etc. So our communication strategy, using social media, or what we like to call the new newsletter. We specifically targeted Facebook and Pinterest. Facebook is our primary platform for our campaign because through our research, we've realized over 60% to 65% of millennial parents and children's parents today use Facebook. We plan on using Facebook's algorithm to place our website at the bottom of any people's or entities searching the words physical activity, nutrition, and children. Pinterest was also useful to us because it's a simpler form of Facebook, generating different articles, pictures, and interesting ideas that anyone visiting our page could use or incorporate in their own programs. Some examples, as you can see on the right, are activities children can use in the classroom, so materials useful to teachers, as well as different other ways that they can incorporate physical activity within the classroom. Finally, we incorporate one more piece of communication, and that is the take-home letter. This letter will be given to all parents and teachers of children that generates statistics about childhood obesity, what the program is about and how it can combat those statistics, and any other information pertinent to what they may need to get involved within the program. We will conclude our campaign with some evaluation strategies. First and foremost would be a survey. This survey will be delivered not only to the parents and teachers, but the students as as well. This will be a type of process feedback or evaluation plan because it'll give us an in-the-moment synopsis of what we're doing effective and what we need to improve on. We also hope to do some biometric screenings, both pre and post physical activity programming, and use those to compare to national norms to judge our effectiveness, both short-term, 6 to 8 weeks, as well as long-term, 3 to 5 years. That way, we can also verify our results with other national norms and journals to prove that our plan works and should be implemented in schools across the country. In conclusion, it's simple. We must increase physical activity in schools, specifically the classroom. We must prioritize physical education as well as primary education, making them one and the same. And we must incorporate teachers and parents into the process. Without them, our children stand no chance. And one final piece of information I'll leave you all with is this. It is far better to build strong children than to try and fix broken adults. Thank you for listening. Hopefully we all took something away from this. And if you have any questions, please feel free to use any of the resources cited on this page or any other pages attached to further your education. Thank you.